The Backrooms is an endless maze of walls and lights that stretch millions of miles, not to mention the monsters and entities that are, well, looking for lunch. When you think of this, you think a game you would find on Steam made in Unity or Unreal Engine 5 with high realistic graphics and top-of-the-line models. But what do I think? I think a horror game made on Roblox, perfect for the average 2-year-old on their mom's phone. So I've been into the Backrooms for a while now. Ever since Kane Pixels made that first found footage, I fell in love with the idea. The problem, well, I don't do good with horror. But as a Roblox dev, I thought I could make a Backrooms game and scare my friends. And then I made memes in the Backrooms, which sucks. So I decided to make a new Backrooms game with all the knowledge I have now. So first we need a lobby, which I'll make the threshold from the Kane Pixel series. And what I mean by make a threshold is steal the one from my old game and revamp it to make it more correct to the series. With that out of the way, we need to add the first level, which will be level 0, called the lobby by the Backrooms wiki. The wiki describes it with mono yellow wallpaper, old moist carpets, and scattered electrical outlets, and inconsistently placed fluorescent lighting. Now, the wiki also says that the level is 6 million miles in size, which would 1, be impossible, and 2, would make the game a walking simulator. So the level is not too small, but also not too big. The wiki also says the hardest part is the lack of resources, which is boring, and that there is no other life form discovered on this level, which is also boring. So I went to the Kane Pixel series and saw that there are entities called bacteria, which most people know about, so I'll not explain it here. You can go figure that out for yourself. So I added 2 in the level. One runs on 2 feet, and the other runs like a dog. Yeah, that's pretty creepy. Also, the entity AI is not like Piggy, which is trash, and the monster always knows where you are. Instead, they use waypoints, which is a part on the map that the monster goes to, giving them a path to walk on. But that doesn't mean they are just harmless, because if you get too close, they will start chasing you, and let's just say, you probably won't make it out alive. Now to the actual level. So I blocked out the level using parts, and added some textures to make it look like level 0. I also added some places from the Kane Pixel series, like the pitfalls, the area with those pillars, and the place that is right outside of the portal thingy in the threshold. I also added the classic fluorescent lights, and the classic hum buzz they make. After this, I added some player features like adding in first person, giving the player a flashlight, and shift to sprint, adding things to make the game feel more realistic too, and a VHS effect, to make it look like you're watching something the player was recording. I also added morphs, so the player can get dressed in their hazmat suit. With that out of the way, I began work on the next level. The next level, which is called Habitable Zone, which isn't that habitable. The level is described as a massive warehouse with concrete floors and walls, exposed rebar, and a dim fluorescent lights placed on the walls. But from this image, it looks more like a parking garage, so that's exactly what I made it. There are also these hallways that can be found in the parking garage and might lead you to the exit, and might not. I don't know. You guys gotta find out. Now time for the fun part, which is also called Your Suffering. There are only 5 types of entities on this level, which are dullers, facelings, hounds, skin stealers, and scratchers, which sound terrifying, but to make it better, I only added 2, which are hounds and skin stealer. Now, a quick disclaimer, as all of these entity models I got from the toolbox, which I run through virus checkers and other stuff. So if the asset is stolen from somewhere else, please tell me so I can fix it, and so that Roblox doesn't ban my account. So I found a model of a hound and one of a skin stealer, and added them in. Now for any dollar and faceling fans, I will be adding those guys on future updates, so subscribe so you can find out when I add them. Now with this level all done, it's time for the next level called Pipe Dreams, which consists of long, dim concrete maintenance halls with steam pipes lining the walls and ceilings. Now this level is not just another walking in a straight line to find the exit. It's another maze actually. There are hallways that you have to travel down to find the exit. And if you get chased by an entity, there are also dead ends, so make sure if you're getting chased to know where you're going. Speaking of entities, there are only going to be 2 in here too. There's going to be another hound and a new entity called a smiler, which are these floating faces that glow and eat you. So using the image of the level on the wiki, I made this, which looks pretty close on how it's described. Once you find the exit, you'll be sent to the electrical station, which is an expansive complex of brick hallways with electrical machinery scattered throughout. So with that description in the image, I made this, which looks pretty close and accurate. Now, because the wiki doesn't say anything about entities besides that there are entities in the level, I reused the skin stealer. Now, to escape this level, you need to find a key to open the door that will take you to the next level. Now, this level is your first break, and is the abandoned office. This level is completely safe and devoid of any entities. The level describes an expansive empty structure with architecture resembling a modern office building. With that info, I made this, and it is one of the levels, if not the level, I'm the most proud of. Oh yeah, there's also rain, so I added that too. It's pretty kill. Now, this level is full of supplies and helpful things to help the explorer survive. Things like almond water, which is used to heal and restore sanity, which, isn't in my game, and would make the level pointless. So I added sanity, which gets lower as time passes, and you need to find almond water, which can restore it. So if you're low on sanity, this level is perfect for you. Now that is all the levels that will be there on release, so be ready. After adding that level, I worked on finishing the game, like adding a menu, health bar, badges to collect, and a game pass, which is a gun, so you can kill entities. Now my game has a big problem, and that is, if you couldn't tell, the levels I've been adding are in order as they are on the wiki. So when it comes to updates, it won't be a surprise because you can just go on the wiki and see what's next. So after level 4, I'll be randomly picking levels to add. So updates will be a surprise. And with that, the game is out now and is called the Backrooms Exploration. A link is in the description. And with that, if you want updates and more videos like this, hit the like button so I know that you want stuff like this. And hit the subscribe button too so you know when my next video comes out. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.